Hey everyone, we're back again and I'm going to do my version of spaghetti. So people wanted to know how I make it, and I'm going to show you how to do it diabetic friendly and gluten-free friendly. And if you can have wheat, durum wheat, we'll use the regular noodles, okay? So those of my diabetic friends, tune in, write stuff down. I'm going to show you my supplies that was going to make this wonderful spaghetti. Kids are going to absolutely love it, okay? So the first thing I want to show you would be my meat sauce. Is I'm going to use a 1 pound ground beef, okay? And 1 pound of turkey. I mix beef and turkey and I brown them together. And then I use the button mushrooms, and we probably have 10, 12 of these that I'm going to slice up to put in my sauce. I'm going to take 1 medium onion. I'm going to use garlic. You can use whole garlic, fresh garlic. I'm going to use garlic from the jar tonight because I have it. And I'm going to use tomato paste, 1 whole can. And I'm going to use classical. And classical is a very good taste. I like. I've tried a lot of different spaghetti sauces, but I love the sweet basil. It's got a real nice flavor to it. And then I'm going to put some fresh tomatoes. So I have picked this, they're called Sunset, and they're Angel Sweets. Okay, look in your grocery store. If you grow your own tomatoes, they're sweet right now. So you can pick them off the vine, and I'll show you what to do with those. Ours are coming in. They're not quite red enough, so I picked these up. Also, to kick up your spaghetti a notch, okay, is going to be Hunt's fire roasted diced tomatoes. And if you can't get fire roasted, then you can take your regular tomato, put it on your burner or charcoal grill, and fire roast those just like you would a poblano or any other vegetables till you get the char. And that's what's in this can. Okay, so and this is a quick version. So I'm going to be putting my meat on first, and I'm going to show you how we boil our noodles. Now, tonight we are going to use 1 pound of wheat noodles. But if you're diabetic and you need to watch those calories and you want to cut that pasta down because of your counting, okay? Barilla sells a pasta that's made from chickpeas. So check it out in your grocery store. So you can make your pasta out of this if you're diabetic. Say you're watching your gluten and you can't have the wheat because you have to be gluten-free because you're allergic to it, then try this product, okay? This is going to be a wonderful product for you to go ahead and boil just like you would your regular noodles and put everything together, and it's going to be a wonderful taste. So I'll be right back as soon as I get some of this done, okay? Okay, we have 1 medium onion chopped up. I put a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm just browning my onion, okay? So taking the rawness out of it. You don't want it raw in your spaghetti. You need 2 whole, like 3 whole cloves of garlic, you know, the cloves. So I'm going to take a spoon, and I'm going to do heaping, okay? And put that right in there. This is already chopped in the jar. It's easy tonight. I've been in the garden working today, so I'm a little bit tired. So this is my version of American spaghetti. Everybody makes spaghetti all different ways. So we've got onions and garlic in the pan, and we're just softening it up, okay? I have chopped about 12 after I clean them. You know how to clean a mushroom. You scrape up under the lids and wash them and dry them, pat them dry. So these are dry mushrooms. So there's like 12 of them. And as soon as this looks pretty good, getting a little bit translucent. So I'm going going to put my mushrooms in, like 12 of them. It's going to give it a really nutty flavor. Mushrooms are very good in spaghetti. So if you're diabetic, this is all diabetic friendly stuff. You can use this as well. If you're gluten free, you can use this as well. We're just going to change a few little things, but the pasta mostly, okay? Okay, so we're going to brown that up, and that will be my vegetables. Be right back. Okay, my mushrooms and onions are getting translucent. I'm going to be adding Hunt's tomato paste into my vegetables. So I put that in the pan. It does give it a nutty flavor along with the mushrooms. Very good. I'm going to add a little bit of water so it can simmer. And I'm just going to let this sauce, this is part of our sauce. Okay? So this is just going to cook down, thin out a little bit because of the paste. You can add a little bit of salt, pepper. I have halved about 20 tomatoes. Those are my sweet tomatoes. And that's going to go in my sauce as well. Now, this is the vegetable part of the sauce, okay? We have to add meat to this. We have to do our pound of beef and our pound of turkey. I've got my water boiling. It's a large pan that you'll need. I'm going to put just a dash of olive oil. The reason why I do that is to help the noodles, help the wheat noodles or your gluten-free noodles not stick together, okay? So that's going to come to a rapid boil, and then I'm going to measure out a pound. This is a 2-pound box. We're going to use 1 pound, okay? So this sauce, or these vegetables here, this is part of the sauce, is just about ready for me to take off, set aside, and then I have to brown my meat and add my spices to the meat. And I'll be right back. Here to see the beef.
Go.
Hi, we are browning our 1 pound of beef up, okay? So you break it up into small pieces. And we're going to go ahead and add our turkey. And we're going to break that up with the beef. You're making your meat sauce, okay? And you can use sausage and beef if you like. The pork. I like turkey. I like turkey and beef. I think it gives a great flavor in the meat sauce. So we're just going to break it up just like if you were making a sloppy joe. You're preparing the meats very fine and you're letting it cook. Okay, while that's browning, my water is starting to boil. So that means my meat is in the pan. This whole meal can be done in about 40 minutes, okay? And it's all done on top of the stove. You don't have to do it in the oven. To season my meat, we're garlic lovers, so we're gonna put 2 teaspoons of garlic, salt, and pepper in the meats. And then I have this Italian seasoning, and we are going to use about a teaspoon. It's got basil and all the herbs that I need. It's going to have some oregano. It's going to have some cilantro. So this has got it in it, ready to go. I do like the Goya. It gives it a really good flavor. You can use an all-season salt wherever you're from. This is adobo Goya. I don't know if you can get it, but a seasoned salt will work. You're seasoning up your meats, okay? That's what you want to do. Season them up. and let them cook slow. So while this is cooking, and I've got my spices in here, and I've got it basically, you see what I'm doing, getting it small. Some people make meatballs, that's fine. I'm making a meat sauce tonight. Water is going. This is 2 pounds of pasta. So I'm going to take 1 pound. We take our pasta, and we'll just break it in half, and over our bowl it goes, okay? Until I get 1 pound of the pasta. You can't take a whole pound because you don't have those kind of muscles. But we'll break it over. Now remember, you put the oil in there, so it's going to help keep them from clumping and sticking together when you're cooking your pasta. So you look at your box, and what you want to see is half gone. Then you know you have used 1 pound. So we're going to go again. Because we have, okay, break it over your bowl, add it in, and this is going to be boiling, which is fine. Just use a fork and try to make sure that there's no clumping. Your oil should help you do that while it cooks. Back to our meat. Okay, we are going to keep browning our meat while our noodles are cooking. Smelling really good in here. Kids love spaghetti. Everybody loves spaghetti. You can make a nice fresh salad for diabetics. Serve these noodles. I would suggest that you serve these noodles with it, or gluten-free. This is chickpeas, so this would be wonderful for diabetics, okay? For my diabetic friends, or for those that are watching weight for carbs, low carbs. But everybody loves spaghetti. It's a basic American dish. Now, I have had the spaghettis, and I have made the spaghettis where you cook the sauce down really slow all day. Like I said, don't have time today. It's a quick and easy meal. You're gonna love it. And this is browning, my noodles are going. I have my pasta, or my vegetables all ready to put in my meat sauce here. So this will take a few minutes and just let it go. We're gonna combine all this in a few minutes. I'll see you right back. Okay, my noodles are finished. Took about 12 minutes to 15 minutes. And they're tender. You take one, taste, and it's done. If it's tender, let's put a little salt on my noodles. And I take a little butter. What does the butter do? It coats them. It helps them from not sticking together while I'm cooking my sauce. So they're buttery, they're delicious. It's 1 pound, okay? Now, I finished my beef. I put in my spices, your oregano, your thyme, your Italian spices. Now I'm going to take the Classico, any tomato sauce that you like. I happen to like this one, and I'm going to use it today. It's got a very nice basil taste to it. And we can put fresh basil from the garden. You can put fresh thyme in here. And so we're gonna, I've drained my meat, took off my fats, okay? One thing about the noodles is we did not, you just drain them. You do not do not rinse them, okay? The starch is okay. Now remember the vegetables that we did. Here they are. Now we're going to add these to our sauce, to our meats, okay? So this would be our meat sauce. So So let's get this all incorporated and let it heat up nicely. And then we're gonna top it over our noodles. And we're gonna ring the bell and dinner's gonna be, supper's gonna be ready, whatever you call it, dinner or supper. So it's gonna be wonderful. And you can make a nice fresh lettuce salad. You can have some crusty bread if you want to. If you're watching carbs, like I said, use this. It's chickpeas. And don't have bread. And it makes a diabetic, nice spaghetti sauce to enjoy with a lot of savory mushrooms and tomatoes. Always add that fresh lettuce salad too from the garden. So let's let this heat up through temperature, of 160. Let it get warmed all the way through. We're gonna top it on our noodles and we're gonna have a taste test. Be back in a minute. Okay, our meat has risen to that temperature, 165, and it's heated through and then mingling all those nice flavors. So we're gonna incorporate this to our spaghetti noodles. So I'm just gonna put it all in there, okay? And then I'm going to give it a toss. Okay, Rocky boy, hold on. I'm gonna give this a toss. And we are ready to eat. Now, if you want to throw a quick salad together, by all means do that. You won't really need a vegetable. You've got your tomatoes and mushrooms and plenty of vegetables in here, so this looks absolutely delicious. The roasted. Don't let the roast, if you cannot get your hands on the roasted peppers, roast some. Roast just like you would just put a whole pepper right on the grill till you get the charred, just like you would a poblano, okay? And then chop them up, put them in your spaghetti. Don't let any spaghetti intimidate you. Any of these recipes. Okay, let me try, I'll put a little bit here, a little bit of the pasta, and we're gonna go for a taste test here. My Rocky boy, my dog, my Schnauzer, he smells this and he wants some. Okay, here we go. Wow. Really, really, really good. This is my version, okay, of spaghetti. And it's easy. Took 40 minutes. Enjoy. And I gotta give my Rocky boy some because he's hungry tonight. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.